morning, students. Today I, Purnima, welcome you to my English class, and I'm going to do the same lesson with you people, that is the adventure of Toto. So, children, I've already told you, uh, I think more than half of the lesson we have finished, but before starting the rest of the lesson, I will be revising the important points with you. Okay. So first of all, what is the theme of the story? The theme of the story is that we must love animals. Better is for us if we keep them as pet animals in our homes. In fact, there are some animals like monkey which we cannot keep in our house as a pet. Like here, children, the grandfather has bought the monkey. He was very fond of animals. He had different types of animal. In fact, he had a mini zoo, but he bought a monkey also. But that was afterward he felt that monkey is not a suitable thing to keep it as a pet. So, but then also I think we must give them a chance to live with us because they need our love and company and also compassion. Now, short summary, I will be telling you whatever I have taught you. I will be telling you the important points of the lesson. Grandfather's introduction. The story describes how a grandfather was fond of animal and he bought a monkey from Tonga driver. Uh, okay, the name of that monkey was Toto. So, what was the name of that monkey? The name of that monkey was Toto. Now, children, since grandfather was very fond of animals, and when he went there, he felt that he is a very active monkey, so he bought it from Tonga diver. And children, he kept it. Later on, he thought that he will keep in his private zoo, as he decided that he would add Toto also in his zoo. Now, Toto was a pretty monkey according to the grandfather. Toto was a pretty monkey. His fingers were quick and he uses his tail as a third hand. Whenever he had to use it to hang from a branch of a tree, his presence was kept secret from grandmother, as she did not like animals very much. Toto was very naughty. One day he disturbed many things in the room. Therefore, grandfather decided to transfer him to a big cage where other animals were also living. Well, but there also he found that he was doing all the mischievous things, like children, a monkey was there, and children, how Toto had made him fed up with him. Finally, children, a journey to Saharanpur was there, where grandfather had to collect the pension. And one day, when grandfather was to go to collect his pension in Saharanpur, he decided to take Toto along with him. A big black canvas kit bag was arranged to take Toto so that he could not escape. On the way to Saharanpur, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag, which resulted in payment of 3 rupees to the railway ticket collector. Toto and Nana. When Toto was finally accepted in the house, he was given a comfortable home to the stable. But he kept troubling Nana. Nana was a family donkey. Toto and Nana never became friends. Well, the treat of Toto, a great treat for Toto was warm water bath in winter evening. One day, a large kettle was left on fire with water to boil for tea. He checked the warmth of the water and entered inside the kettle for a bath. In the meantime, grandmother came and saved him. If anyone laughed at him, he felt hurt. So such was the case with Toto. Now children, finally lot of other mischievous he has done, like one day he had taken the plate of pulao and climbed to the tree, and finally children, he threw the plate was the crockery, it was broken into pieces. So finally grandfather's decision was theirs, okay, that Toto was not type of pet to be kept in the house. He found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for 3 rupees only. So children, this is the story, the important points of the story. Now we have done almost 3/4 of the story, and now I am going to do the rest of the part. That means we have to come to page number 9. Okay. So a great treat for Toto during cold winter evening was a large boil or warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up for his neck. Now, once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hand or feet and rub himself all over. So children, he simply used to behave like all the human beings. Okay, he used to take the soap and he used to wet the soap, all right, and then rub all the soap all over. When the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feeling would be hurt, and he would refuse to go on with his bath. One day Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. Finding the water just warm enough for a bath, he got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. And Toto then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again in the warm water. Again he felt warm, again he rose up. And he continued hopping up and down for some time, until grandmother arrived and hauled him, half boiled, out of the kettle. If there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. So children, how nicely Ruskin Bond, the writer, had tell that if a brain, okay, which was developed for mischief, which was devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. He was a very mischievous, extremely mischievous monkey. He was always tearing things to the pieces. Whenever one of my aunts come near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. So you can see, whenever some auntie used to come to the house, he used to touch the dress and he used to tear it. He used to make a hole in the dress. Such was the situation. One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with rice. My grandmother screamed and Toto threw a plate at her. One of my aunt rushed forward and received a glass of water in the face. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through a window. We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree. The dish is still in his arms. He remained there all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain. And then, in order to spite grandmother who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. Obviously, Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. Even grandfather realized this thing. We were not well to do and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains, and wallpaper. So grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. Alright, so you can see, children, even the grandfather tried to keep Toto as a pet, but children, Toto was not that sort of monkey which we could keep it as a pet. So at the same time, children hear the message of the stories that we should treat the animals in a very compassionate, and we should be very kind to the animals. But at the same time, children, we should not be kind to all the animals. Like Toto, if he would have showed kindness, many other things would have destroyed in the house. So it was a good decision of a grandfather that he sold him back to the Tonga driver. Okay. So with this, children, we have completed the lesson. Okay. Now once again, the main point I will be discussing with you. A grandfather was fond of animals and had a private zoo. He bought Toto, a monkey, from a Tonga driver for ₹3, for ₹5, but then after bargaining, he bought it at 3. Toto was a pretty monkey. Toto addition to the house was kept a secret from grandmother. Toto was very naughty and disturbing. Once he was to accompany grandfather to Saharanpur in a canvas-kid bag. He poked his head out from the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Grandfather had to pay ₹3 to the railway ticket collector. Now, Toto was finally accepted in the home. He was given a comfortable home in a stable. He kept troubling Nana, the family donkey, in the stable. He always enjoyed warm bath in cool winter evening. The members of the family found it difficult to adjust with him in the house, especially children, when the incident of pulao and throwing the dishes which broke it into pieces was there. Okay, so now children, we have finished the lesson, and we will be doing the first of all textual question answer, and then children we will be doing the some additional question answer. So first of all, my first question is that how does Toto come to grandfather's private zoo? Okay, so grandfather loved animal. One day he saw this attractive monkey with a Tonga driver. The monkey was tied to a feeding trough and seemed out of place there. Grandfather had great liking for animal, so he decided to buy Toto for ₹3 and bought it. And finally, children, he bought it for ₹5. Toto was a pretty monkey. In what sense is Toto pretty? So children, generally we don't hear that monkey is very pretty, but according to everybody, Toto is a pretty monkey. So in what sense he was pretty? Toto had bright eyes sparkling with mischief, early white teeth, quick and wicked fingers, and a gracious tail which served as a third hand. The smile of Toto was cute and frightened and dirty. Anglo-Indian ladies, altogether all these qualities made him very pretty. Now question number 3. Why does grandfather take Toto to Saharanpur and how? Why does the ticket collector insist on calling Toto a dog? So children, Toto was a mischievous monkey. He kept disturbing all other animals in grandfather's private zoo. It seemed that only grandfather could manage him properly. So he took Toto to Saharanpur in a bag. The ticket collector called Toto a dog as the monkey did not qualify the category of human beings. How does Toto take a bath? Where was he learned to do this? How does Toto almost boil himself alive? So this was, I think, very nicely he was saved from boiling. So Toto cunningly tested the temperature with his hand, then gradually stepped into the bath. He stepped first one foot, then the other, until he was into the water up to his neck. He rubbed himself all over till he took a soap. He wet the soap. He rubbed himself all over his body all over with the soap. He learned it all from the author. Someday Toto got in a large kitchen kettle which was on fire to boil. He enjoyed the warm water, but when the water turned out to be hot, he jumped up and down. Uh, Suddenly, the grandmother arrived and pulled him out in half-boiled condition. So, children, such was the situation of Toto. Why does the author say Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep him long? So, animal statement about Toto proof itself if we take Toto's mischief into consideration. Nobody could afford the frequent losses. He disturbed all other animals too. Obviously, Toto was not the sort of pet they could keep for long. Now, children, this the last question is for you to do. Like, do you have a pet? Is your pet mischievous? Tell the else about it. So, children, if you have a pet, then you do it, and if you don't have a pet, then you can imagine and write something related to the pet. Well, now, children, we will do some extra question of this lesson. Where was Toto kept first time and what mischief did he make there? Toto was put in a little closet opening into the narrator's bedroom. They tied Toto to peg cautiously. After some time, he tore up for the ornamental paper of the walls. And narrator school blazer was torn into pieces. The peg to which he was tied was also pulled out. Why did Toto run away with the dish of pulao? Toto ran away with the dish of pulao, which was lying on the dinner table. Toto mouthed water as he wanted to eat that pulao. He did not miss the opportunity and stuffed himself with rice. He ran away with the dish of pulao as he wanted to eat all of it. Why did grandfather sell back Toto to the Tonga driver? Toto was fully devoted to mischief. He did whatever he liked. It was impossible for the family to afford the frequent loss caused by Toto. So grandfather sold him back to the Tonga driver for only 3 rupees, because sometimes what Toto was doing, sometimes he was tearing the blazer, sometimes he was taking the wallpaper out, sometimes he was disturbing other animal like Nana, and the worst thing happened, children. He would have burned himself alive in the kettle if the grandmother would not have arrived there at time. And the worst part of it was the incident of pulao. Uh, what Toto was doing, he took the whole pulao, and when the aunt came, he threw water on her face. When grandmother came, then also he was doing all the mischievous sort of it. And finally, when grandfather came, he took the whole plate of pulao and climbed into the tree. From there, children, he started, not only he ate whole plate of pulao, but he threw the plate to the grandmother, which broke into 100 pieces. So then it was realized by grandfather that he is not short of the pet which they like to keep in the house. Why was Toto presence kept a secret? When Toto was born for the first time, everybody knew that grandmother will not approve him. She did not like animal. Okay, so everybody was waiting when her mood will be all right. Then everybody will come and tell her about Toto. So grandmother usually quarreled with grandfather on the issue of a pet. Whenever grandfather brought some new bird or animal, grandmother got furious at the very instant of any new creature. To avoid the situation, it was decided to keep Toto's presence a secret until she was in a good mood. Why did the onlookers get attracted to Toto on the Dehradun railway platform? Children, Toto was kept in a canvas kit bag. The canvas was too strong for him to bite. Toto wanted to get free. While making efforts to get out, he occasionally rolled about or jumped into the air. As he was inside the bag, the onlookers could not see him. In this way, the onlookers on the Dehradun platform got attracted. So children, such was the situation of Toto. Now Describe the relationship between Toto and Nana. Well, no doubt Toto was mischievous monkey. He kept creating problem not only for animals but for the members of the family also. The night Toto passed with Nana was full of disturbance. When grandfather visited the stable, he found Toto fastened onto Nana's long ears with his sharp little teeth. They could never become friends. Now, children, other important question is what happened when Toto took a large dish of pulao from the dining table at lunchtime. Having found Toto stuffing himself with rice, the narrator grandmother screamed. At this, Toto threw a plate at her. As soon as the narrator aunt rushed towards him, he threw a glass of water on her face. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish and went out through a window. He ate the whole rice and threw the plate down in order to show anger for grandmother. How did Toto behave with other animals? Undoubtedly, Toto was a naughty monkey. He was bent on doing mischief. He kept disturbing other animals. All the pet animals in grandfather's house lived peacefully. It was only Toto that had no positive relationship with other animals. Other animals felt insecure in his presence and described Toto as a pet. So Toto was a pretty monkey, alright, and his eyes sparkled with mischief, and then his eyebrows were deep set, his teeth were pearly white, his smile frightened elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. His hand looked dried up as if they had been pickled in the sun for years. His fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail served as a third hand. How did Toto come to the narrator's grandfather? The narrator grandfather bought Toto from a donga driver. He purchased Toto in 5 rupees. Toto, the little red monkey, was tied to a feeding trough. The monkey looked so out of place that grandfather decided to buy him and keep him in one of his in his private zoo. He decided to add the little monkey to his private zoo, but then later on he find that it was not appropriate to keep monkey as a pet. How was Toto back to Saharanpur? Grandfather had to leave Dehradun next day because he had to collect his pension from Saharanpur. Until an author was too busy that time, he was not able to accompany him. So he had to collect his pension in Saharanpur, so that's why he left it. He decided to take Toto along with him. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. The canvas was too strong for Toto to buy his way through. In this way, he was packed off to Saharanpur along with grandfather. But later on, children, he created a lot of problem in the station. Why did the ticket collector annoy grandfather? How was Toto classified? So, when Toto poked his head out of the bag, the ticket collector gave a wide grin. He annoyed grandfather by telling him that he had a dog with him but not a monkey. Grandfather tried to convince him that Toto was a monkey, but it was all in vain. And the ticket collector told it is not a monkey, it will be classified under dog. So Toto was classified as a dog. Grandfather had to pay 3 rupees as his fare. Now, how did Toto nearly succeed in boiling himself alive? One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea. Toto removed the lid, finding the water just warm enough for a bath. He got in. This was just fine for a while. Until the water began to boil, he continued hopping up and down. Grandfather arrived and pulled him out of the kettle half boiled. Why did Toto fail to make it room in the private zoo of Arthur's grandfather? And children, now we are having a long type of question, and I told you long type of question you have to see three things. First of all, you should know what is the question, what is your question, and what answer you should write, and that answer, children, you should write in 3 to at least in 2 to 3 paragraph. Okay, not 2 but 3 paragraph. And after and then you have to see, children, which paragraph is in sequence, and that means if 3 paragraphs are there, you have to write that which paragraph should be first, which paragraph should be second, and which should be third. At the same time, children, which sentences in the paragraph should come first. So there you have to see the sequences, and don't scrub, write neatly. Okay, see what has been asked in the question. Sometimes in the long question we are having too many parts, so you have to give the answer of each and every part of the long question. So my first question, long question, is why did Toto fail to make its room in the private zoo of Arthur's grandfather? Or okay, this can also come in the way describe the adventure of Toto. So Toto was a naughty monkey. All the time he kept creating a problem for others. Hardly a day passed when he did not do any mischief. He pulled out the peg, tore wallpaper, tear the blazer of the authors into pieces. He was bent upon doing mischief after mischief. All the pet animal in grandfather's house lived peacefully. It was Toto only that had no positive relationship with Hatha. He annoyed Nana too much. Other animals felt insecure in his presence. So he did not let other animals sleep at night. He never missed the opportunity of disturbing others. When he got the chance, he grinned at the ticket collector. He bit the ear of the donkey Nana. He was taken out from the kettle in half-boiled condition, and he ate up a full dish of pulao and threw the plate at grandmother and threw the water at the face of his aunt. Okay. Now one more question is this. Describe Toto journey to Saharanpur. So on the very first day, Toto started creating problem for others. Next day, grandfather had to go to Saharanpur to collect his pension. Toto's grand presence in the house was kept a secret so far. Grandfather decided when the grandmother mood will be okay, then they would tell about him. So grandfather decided to take him to Saharanpur. It seemed that grandfather could manage him properly. He was the only person who can control him. So he took Toto to Saharanpur in a canvas bag. Some straw was put at the bottom of the bag. The bag was closed in such a way that Toto could not escape from it. When they reached at the railway station and grandfather tried to produce his ticket, Toto somehow managed to poke out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a grin. Grin is a wide smile. The ticket collector demanded extra fare for anything for carrying Toto. Grandfather did not like to pay, but he had to pay his fare, and that too was a large amount of money. That was rupees 3. Okay, so such was the situation. Now, children, if this type of question will come, then you have to see what you have to write. And now I will be giving you only the hints. If there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. Justify the statement. Why did even grandfather realize that Toto was not the sort of pet they could keep for long? So children, you have to write in this question. Okay, first you have to discuss all the mischievous thing. Alright, like pulao incident, the boiling, he boiled himself as kettle, then he tore the blazer into many pieces. Of course, children, he had taken the wallpaper out, and children, when some elderly ladies, when some aunt came to his house, he used to touch the dress with his finger and he used to make a hole. Okay, not only that, He did not let any other animals to sleep in the zoo at night. He kept on disturbing, and when he was kept with Nana children, he had annoyed him too much. So you have to write all this incident, okay, in this long question, and finally you have to children, you have to write it that such sort of monkey cannot be accepted as a pet animal. So that was the reason grandfather sold him back for ₹3 to Toga driver. So with this I have completed my lesson, and I have come and I will end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.